Hello and welcome to Tech Mason. My name is Stanley Young and today we are unboxing a bunch of creator gear, both for photography and videography. So if you want to make YouTube videos or just videos for fun, here's a bunch of equipment that you could use. So here today I have the Panasonic Lumix G7. This is the little brother to the Panasonic GH4, which is a really popular camera, but it's about $400 or $500 more. It's really not necessary unless you're doing like professional work. So the reason I got this is because it's one of the most affordable 4K cameras on the market today. All the other ones are made by Sony, or there's the GH4 I just mentioned, all of which run in around the $1,000 price range for usually just the body, and then it's a few hundred more for the lens, sometimes even thousands more. So if you're just starting out, this is a good option. So there's a bunch of quick start guides and user manual guides in a bunch of different languages. I'm not sure if anyone reads these, but it's probably why I still don't know how to use this camera well. Alright, there's also a 3-year warranty extension going on with Panasonic. When I bought it, I don't know if the deal is still available. Basically just extends your standard 1-year warranty into a 3-year warranty. Okay, and here we have the charging brick, which is a little odd because the charging light turns green when it's not fully charged, and it just turns off when it's fully charged. Most chargers go from red to green for uncharged to fully charged. This one's a little off. I guess they were just cutting costs with one less LCD light color. Here's a data transfer cable. I never use it. I just pop out the SD card and drag over all my files. Yeah. I'm not sure if you would have any use for this, maybe if your SD card reader broke or something. I don't know if there's any other functionality you can do with the data cable. Here's the battery. I haven't had any issues with battery life in general, mainly because I don't go on like professional shoots all day or do video production all day. So usually I just go out for a couple hours, and out of those couple hours, I probably only actively shoot about 1 to 2 hours at most. Alright. Pretty standard box, nothing fancy. Here's the kit lens, or actually not the kit lens, this is like the shader thing that goes on top of the kit lens so it blocks out the glare or the sunlight. I'm not too sure what that ring thing is called. Now here is the kit lens. It does have OIS, which is its optical image stabilization technology, because this camera does not have built-in image stabilization, so Panasonic relies on stabilization in the lenses instead. So if you buy other lenses, like this is a micro four thirds camera, so you can buy lenses from Olympus and other companies, Sigma, but those don't have compatible image stabilization technology. So if you're shooting video or photography freehand, it might not be the best option. Here's the strap. It's not amazing. It's usable, but it's not like a snap-on to the camera type of thing. It's like you thread it through. So it's not the most convenient strap to have. It's also fairly short. So I'm about 5'9", 5'10", and I find it kind of short, to be honest. Especially when I look at other people with Canon cameras, their straps seem to extend forever. Alright, so that's basically all the stuff you get in the box. A bunch of paperwork and then just a few pieces of gear. Here's the actual camera body. It's mostly made of plastic. The knobs are metal. it's a very small body. It is a mirrorless camera, so there is no actual mirror inside. So when you take a picture and it makes the clicking noise, when you take a picture with these big cameras, it's not actually a mirror flipping inside. It's just the artificial noise that Panasonic decided to put in so you can feel like a photographer. All right. Yeah, so you just kind of line up the dots and snap it in, twist it in. This is my first camera with a lens, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here right now. Yeah. Come on, Stanley, just line it up. Come on. It's not that hard, is it? All right. And here they have the pinch to close, pinch to pull, whatever, lens cover. And here you twist on the glare cover thingy. The thing I like about this is that even though it's kind of a cheaper, lower end camera, when you look at cameras in general, it still has the flip out screen. And there's just a ton of features, like it works with the Panasonic app, so you don't have to buy an extra controller. You can basically control almost all the functions on the camera or on the Panasonic app, so you don't have to always look at your camera, especially if you have some weird angle or you set it up on a tripod and you walked away. You can just take a look at your app. It works via Wi-Fi. From what I've heard from other people, the Android app works better than the iPhone app. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't say. Alright, here's another piece of gear I got. It was not part of the bundle package with the camera. It's a Gorillapod SLR zoom. It's basically the smaller brother of the Gorillapod Focus, which is the one that Casey Neistat and all the big vloggers on YouTube use. That one, the difference between that one and this one is that this one is smaller and the bearings aren't made of metal, which is fine for a tripod of this size, especially given how light the Panasonic G7 is. It's so light, sometimes I carry it in my hand and it really doesn't feel like $600. It feels like a toy almost. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It's a small gripe I have about the camera, but if you decide to step it up and go to a GH4, the build quality is definitely better. It's heavier, it's weatherproofed. This one is not weatherproof, so don't bring it in the rain. Here there's some big threading thing. And for this tripod, there's a bunch of rubber on it. All the gray parts are rubber for gripping around things when you twist it. It's pretty stiff when you just get it. And there's like tiny pieces of plastic shavings on it, especially the first week when you use it. It's about the size of a big pencil. I'm sure most of you have one around, so if you're wondering how big it is, all the joints are quite stiff. So when you put your G7 on top, it really doesn't flex or move anywhere. Alright, so this piece of equipment was part of the camera package. I basically paid $597 for the camera, this SD card, which is made in Korea and is 32 gigabytes. It's a high-speed card, which transfers at 95 megabits. I'm not sure what the units are. But yeah, it's a pretty good card. I've used it to record a bunch of 4K video, and it's kept up. 4K video does take a lot of space though, so this card isn't really meant for long all-day shots. Like if you go out to a client shoot, I wouldn't take a card that small to like a wedding shoot. Okay, so here is my camera bag. I basically looked for a bag that didn't look like a camera bag, but was a camera bag, and this is the closest thing I found. It is a ape case. I believe it was $30-some. Yeah, so when you put the G7 in it, it takes up about one third of the case, a little more than 1/3 of the case with the stock kit lens on, and the other compartment usually I throw in my microphone, which I'll unbox later. The front has a small pocket, and then there's a second medium-sized pocket with some free paper in there, 2 slots, some silica gel to keep everything dry, or actually that's a compliance thing. I think the silica gel is inside the main compartment, but yeah, you can put SD cards and stuff in here, filters, money, batteries, chargers, whatever you have. Alright, so the main compartment is protected on 5 sides, the bottom and the 4 sides. The top is not protected. The case, the bag itself is not padded at all, so all the padding is basically from the foam square you see in there. It comes with 2 dividers. Oh yeah, there's the silica gel. The 2 dividers, I only use one of them. But yeah, it's just a bag. Any bag you have will work. And here, another part of the package, the Video Mic Go. This is the entry-level onboard video camera mic from Rode. So if you buy this alone, it costs about $80. And then the SD card was, I don't know, another 10 or 20. So basically, the camera, the G7, came with this mic and the SD card. It was a bundle deal. So it's a pretty good deal, because that means just for the camera and kit lens I paid about $500, and then I paid $100 for this and the SD card, which I would have to buy anyways. Alright, so here we go. Standard box, nothing fancy. The great thing about this mic is that it doesn't need a separate battery. It's all powered by the camera itself, and you can plug it directly into the G7. There's a little 2.5 millimeter, I believe, cord, and all you do is you plug it to the back of the mic, and then you plug it straight into the G7, and it just records your audio whenever you record video. Here's the stretchy cable. A quick start guide you don't really need to read. It's really a plug and play type of appliance. Here's the windscreen. And the red part you see, that strange shape, it basically eliminates vibrations from your camera shake whenever you're recording. Because if you're not on a glide cam or some type of stabilization and you're just shooting by hand, you don't want the sound of the camera and the shifting lens focus to get into the audio you're trying to record. So here it is, the mic. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, maybe click that subscribe button down below. And if you don't like it, drop me a comment and tell me why. I'm always looking to improve. Thanks for watching.